Hello, welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. So Gemini, a little luck is in order for Gemini. Whew. Let's take a look and see what the game plan is for you guys this week. One more good shuffle, and let's take a look and see. This is for my Moxie. Ooh, the Chariot card, intensity. So interesting that I've been talking a lot about the aspects and what's been going on with Mercury retrograde and the big talk. And as I've been talking about Mercury retrograde, one of the big things that I've been highlighting is those of us that are learning astrology. There's so much. I mean, you can study for the rest of your life and not like get it all unless you're Vanessa Munford, who can absorb everything like a photographic memory. However, I've been talking a lot about the Chariot card and the analogy or the parable that I use, and it talks about intensity. And when you look at this card, there is two horses in almost every depiction of the Chariot card. There are two horses that are kind of looking in different directions, okay? So, for example, there's two horses going in different directions, and we have this very intense driver of the Chariot who's focused like unerringly on the goal, and they're using a lot of intensity, mental focus, and power to bring things into compliance and get this beast to go where they want it to go. And next to this for you, Gemini, we have the Magician, which we all know what a magician is. They're somebody fantastical and a good speaker, and they have it together, and they show us a really good time. What I'm seeing for Gemini is the Four of Wands, which is structure. So it tells me that there's these four pillars of structure that you have that you're building. A Seven of Wands is overwhelmed, and there's this constant state of things piling up in front of you where you feel like you're on a treadmill or chasing things, or you just feel like your schedule isn't your own and you're just kind of constantly chasing somebody else's agenda. I am seeing here the Hangman, so that tells us that there's a little bit of a pause, a gap, or a wait for you to do some of the things that you want to do. I'm seeing a little bit of frustration indicated here by the Knight of Swords. Oftentimes this is impulsive behavior, so that could be anything. Well, not impulsive spending, because that would be the Knight of Pentacles, but typically the Knight of Swords is that snappy attitude where you feel like you're just going to bring the claws out a little bit. We have the King of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups in this is celebration, but it also means that we're liking to keep our circle small. And with the Hermit and the Hangman in play, what that's telling us is that there is a little bit of you keeping your moves close to the chest so that you don't feel as if you're giving away your secrets or letting people know your plan. There is the... How did I know this? That's why I said a little luck is in order when I titled the video today, which I've been doing lately is tapping in and channeling before I shuffle. And I got the black cat for you guys from the, oh, I gave it away, from the Divination of the Ancients, which is the feature card at the end of the reading. And luck is definitely needed for you guys right now for Gemini. I'm seeing the Hermit card, which is a little bit of isolation. And sometimes the Hermit card, unlike the Moon, it's about learning. So different than planning when we map ourselves with the Moon card and fearful of our next move. The Hermit card is taking time out to decide what it is we want to do, making a really good plan and figuring it out. But from what I'm seeing in your cards, I am seeing a very strong foundation where you feel like you're coming from a place of power. Because with the Nine of Wands right here, there's a stairway. I always call this like the stairway to heaven, okay? And this is you, like, if you look here, Four of Wands, and then the Nine of Wands, so the structure and halfway. Hi, Heather. She said I made it to a live reading. Hi, Jacqueline. So yeah, so this is also about like your biggest focus right now is moving forward. You're looking for opportunity. We have the Fool card, which is ground zero. That's our crossroads. We haven't made a decision yet, but we know that it's imperative that we do make a decision, that we start looking at our opportunities and our options. The Seven of Cups tells us about internal and balance. Internal balance, in balance, not an imbalance, but there's a, Seven of Cups, which means that all of the things that you have going on around you seem to be coming into alignment. I would caution Gemini to really listen to these voices that are telling you to pace yourself and take things as you go, because I do feel that that's going to shift for you very rapidly, indicated by the Eight of Wands. So if you're in this pause state, which we have showing us through the hanged man, the hanged dragon. So this guy's stuck in a waiting place. He can't move forward and he can't move back, and he can't kind of quit either. And he's just got to wait. It's like baking a cake. You can't keep opening the oven. It's not going to cook any faster. But I am seeing the Eight of Wands. When things click for you, Gemini, this is going to happen very quickly. I want you to start looking for things that have to do with contracts, writing paperwork, and mediation, because we have the Justice card in play. But in no way is this anything that's crazy, handful of drama, like a legal case in a courtroom or anything. But this has to do with legal matters like contracts, paperwork, maybe even mediation for some of you, but it doesn't feel like turmoil. This is something that's contract. So I'm not seeing employment, but this has to do with redesigning your life. I'm seeing Gemini really building strong foundations in their life. I will just say that even though you're feeling overwhelmed now, things are going to pick up in pace, not necessarily intensity. But I want you to realize too that the first card that came out for you was the Chariot card. And the Chariot card, again, is all about intensity. And I'm going to draw that back in together when we were talking about Mercury in retrograde, because Mercury retrograde is in Scorpio throughout a lot of this period. Scorpio, intensity, Libra, balance. So there's going to be a lot of places during these next periods where it's going to come back into balance for us toward the end of this Mercury retrograde. So just know that you're going to feel off balance, and you're going to kind of do this little ellipsis for a little while. So remember, in the long run, intensity, then balance. So let me pull some cards for you from the Mystic Dreamer deck for your Gemini moon reading. For those of you that are Gemini moon, if you're not a Gemini moon, look at the Mystic Dreamer reading as your relationships. If you want to come and join me on my YouTube, I would love your support. You can see the picture in picture there. So the times that I don't get to come on and live, I do post videos that I record, among other things. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. I do have some time this evening. My afternoon's kind of booked after this, so at 4:30 and after, but let me know. All right, here we go. Gemini moon. Boom. All right. So I'm going to stick. This is amazing when you guys come on my YouTube, Karma on Deck, and look at this. Very first card that came out for your Gemini moon reading was the Chariot card. And it's funny to me because I really was explaining the vision of what this photo looks like on this card when I was looking at the other deck. And if you'll look at this, it is literally a mist. So uncertain forward momentum. You're not sure what the ground is clear or safe in front of you. Okay. And you can literally see this woman. She's looking dead ass ahead and she's very focused. So intensity and focus for you, Gemini. I love that congruency. You know, usually you have this congruency between your general spread and your moon reading, and there's always a couple cards that will show up for that. So for you, I see Page of Cups, which is new beginning toward the end of this back row, the Tower card next to the Three of Swords, which says that you have this problem with miscommunication, or you feel as if you're not, like your communication isn't landing right no matter what you do. And the true definition of the Three of Swords literally is one sentence: heartbreak without communication is the end result. So we have this Three of Swords, which means that you need to pay attention to how language is being exchanged with you and others. I do feel as if this mental conflict that you have going on, and I say mental conflict because we have the Lovers card. Now the Lovers card is the one that everyone, and I say this almost every time because for those of you that are new to me, you know, I think there's a lot of preconceived ideas about what certain cards mean. Honestly, the Death card is one of my favorite cards because it means rebirth, and it doesn't necessarily mean or ever denote. Mostly, I've had it happen twice in my career, 20-something years, where the Death card referred to actual physical human loss. However, the Death card usually means a rebirth. And with it, we have the Lovers card, which is an internal conflict, being one of those cards that's often misunderstood. Hi, Tess. Hi, darling. So we have the Lovers card, which is the divine masculine, the divine feminine. It's often two paths or two struggles, and the sword in the middle and the light and illumination is which path we need to choose. We have this Nine of Swords, that Nine of Wands, which is fatigue. You're kind of feeling as if you're a little tired of doing the same thing over and over again without any results. And I see that Gemini is really looking to find a change in that, which is coming because we have the Death card. Flipping the table over, flipping the script, getting things done in a new way, because Gemini is really emotionally thinking they're starting to lose a little faith and lose a little hope. Gemini's also got the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia, you know, really having this opinion and idea of what you want things to look like. And that's next to the Five Five of Pentacles, which is a lack of faith. Now, there's a difference between depression and a lack of faith. It's like you have this Seven of Wands, which is defensive, next to this card here, which is the Five of Pentacles. And if you look, there's these two women, one's just like walking on by and another's kind of whining that there's this faith-based belief hasn't panned out for them. And so we have this Seven of Wands moving forward, which is us feeling a little bit defensive. We're waiting for things to come into alignment before we make any moves. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is timing and harvest, like waiting for things to be perfect. With the Star in play, it tells us we're looking for signs. We're looking for confirmations. We're looking for the right cues on the path before we make a move. And this isn't science. This is that spiritual belief, that veritas ganas, the gut, the belly, the truth, the thing that we look for. We're really looking for that meat first. The other congruency in your Gemini moon reading is the Magician card, which we talked about in the beginning. And the thing about the Magician card is I always say, it's go time. It's when the stage is set, rehearsal is done, makeup's a go, the crowd is waiting. So for you, dear Gemini, it's ready, it's time, it's go time. So on that note, let's pull your card for your closure, which is coming from the Divination of the Ancients. And I will show you the card that I pulled for you guys, which is the Black Cat. Cute that this card, my new favorite because of Anubis, but this card means luck. So with all these things in play and the things that you have on your mind and what you want for yourself, you can use a little luck. And this also means to trust yourself and trust that these things are lining up for you. So Black Cat, good luck. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to pop back on and do Cancer right after this. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe, and share. And please tell me how you think your reading went. Love on it, y'all. I'll catch you on the flip side.